Yeah.
Good one. What is this poem entitled?
Time.
Time. Okay.
That was deep.
That was cool. If I forget, please forgive me. I just try to keep going.
We'll never know.
I'm forgiven. You really are.
We really will never know.
All right. So, what seems to stop but always flies? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The answer is time. It's so easy to lose track of it. And in the right company, we forget what time it is. And since we realize time exists, we need to ask ourselves two questions. Number one, what time is this? And second, what has God called me to do in such a time as this? In Ecclesiastes, it says there is a time for everything. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to throw away and a time to keep. A time to keep silent and a time to speak. Time and time again, God has been reminding us that the bridegroom is coming back soon. This isn't time to sleep. It's time to see that tomorrow's not guaranteed. It's time to surrender all like God. I'll do it your way this time. Because the God of all time will return in his time. And we don't know whether it will be shortened or added time. All we know is he wants us to take it one step at a time. Giving him all 100% plus 10, which is tithes. Be prayerful. Watch the time like a clock or a watch till tick-tock, tick-tock. It's time. Because when time's up is judgment, and the judge is the creator of all time. Living outside of the realm of time. Patiently waiting, and if I were you, I wouldn't keep them waiting a long time. Because when you die, you regret you didn't listen the first time. That's why we should listen while we've got time and realize we're growing older every day. And we can't stop time. Now is the time to be baptized and filled with the Holy Ghost. It's time for young and old to be sold for this cause. It's time to think on things that are praiseworthy. Seek God for a renewed mind. Time to realize we're not perfect. Time to get the speck out of our own eye. Time to listen to our parents. Time to use more charity when we're disciplined. And time to think more about our actions. How are we occupying our time until he comes? These end times present so many distractions. We're in a time period where sex sells. Rappers are role models. Tiny dresses are considered cool. And parents approve of the violence viewed inside of a cartoon. The enemy of our souls is on the airwaves with a stronghold over the radio. And adolescents as well as adults aren't afraid to act out the things that they hear and see in a video. That's why when you check out the news, it's always out of control. And the media knows we're in the days that as long as people are getting paid, they could care less where morality goes. Youthful lust stepped up on the scene, so flee pornography, wreaking havoc on the internet. You can't enter eternal rest with those images on your intellect. That's the devil's design. Just another part of his scheme to put you in hellfire. It's upsetting to see lustful women in cigarette ads advertised in a magazine. Such is time. It's hypocrisy. Because on one hand, they celebrate the movement of civil rights. They encourage us to unite with a cause that stood in support of life. Then they contradict themselves by promoting death. Flipping the script when you flip the page with a successful black man holding gin. Or a successful black woman with little clothes posed next to a box of cools. Just look and see. Put the focus on the magazine. They keeping silent like they got the answer to liver or lung cancer. Even a cure for AIDS. And you wonder why we don't see a change? Because too many people with power only want change. The almighty dollar is their Valentine. This white collar suppression only supports the progression of genocide under God. People feel that they have to steal to stay alive. So instead of getting in God's will, they rob and kill and add to their sin sentence. Have you checked the statistics? We're in the times where time is money and people are spending most of it inside of prison. I'm going to say that again. We're in the times where time is money and people are spending most of it inside of prison. They turn to Islam for a religion. False religions are multiplying like times tables. It's time to tell them. Those guards won't get you in. Only Jesus Christ, the Lamb's blood, covers sin. It's so important to be witnesses. In b-ball terms, it's crunch time. It's time out for backsliding. Jesus said, "Oh, ye hypocrites. You can discern the face of the sky, but you can't tell the signs of the times. Come on, y'all. Let's not ignore the Lord like the last time. If we want to be saved, let's put away divisions and strife and be appreciative because we had time to get it right. The world is only getting worse. It's full of darkness like the night. That's why we need God's Son to give us light like the daytime. Procrastination is sinful. Why are we wasting time? The time is now. Let's say, Jesus, I want to turn my life around before my time is out. Father, I need you.
Jesus.
Yes. No. We'll battle.
I got an announcement to make.
I learned a long time.
Wade and Letitia.
He said you learned all the time.
Wade and Letitia. Letitia. Ladane. You know, we go on our college tour. You know, you guys will be coming with us. So, here.
Again,